When I immigrated to the US in 2014, I felt alone and lonely because I didn't have anyone my age to talk to and hang out with. As an introvert trying to navigate the infamous South freeze, I had to put a lot of effort to meet new people, but I took a risk and made new friends. Back then, I thought that I'd never experience loneliness ever again, but I was wrong. Once I started working, schedules got complicated, and it was harder to maintain and build connections. For many of us in this room, a lot of us probably experience this because it's a difficult thing, and adulting is hard. And as if that was not enough, COVID happened. During that time, I felt alone and isolated because most of my friends had their own lives and families to worry about, and it was hard to plan get-togethers and hangouts. So I tried Tinder and Bumble, but I was not able to find the connection I was looking for because I was trying to find friendship in a dating app. It was also frustrating because the matches were based on what I had in my profile. So it was then that I thought, how come there aren't any apps that allow for one-on-one connections for adults that is based on connections and common interests? I also wondered, what if I was not the only one looking for connections and struggling to meet people? It was then that I came up with Louqi and started building a team that could help bring my vision into reality. Before I tell you what Louqi is all about, I want to introduce myself and my team. My name is Anthony, and I'm the founder and CEO of Louqi. And I'm proud to share that all of our team is composed of Seattle transplants, so we understand and know what the COVID and Seattle freeze was all about. And we're also all MBA students. And we also have a well-diverse background in education and work, so we are well-rounded to tackle this problem. Kenny, for example, who is unable to make it today, has experience working in multimedia projects and is well-versed in marketing and finance. Sanjana and Melissa, who are with me today, have engineering backgrounds, who will be very helpful with the technical background of our business. And for me, I have a psychology background, and I'm very interested in the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. Here at Louqi, we probably all have heard of the saying, pictures are more than 1,000 words. But we believe people are more than just 1,000 words. And now about Louqi. So Louqi in Latin means to talk or to speak. And this is exactly what we want our users to do, to have meaningful conversations and develop authentic connections. Louqi is a blind social networking app where our users will be able to see what their matches look like initially. And the reasoning behind this is that we want our users to get to know each other better. And we also hope that our users will see each other as more than just one-dimensional profiles that they can swipe right and left to. Once our users sign up, they'll fill out a survey asking about their interests, values, and the type of connection they're looking for. And then our algorithm will pair them with people who are looking for the same interests. Once matched, our users can play games to break the ice. And after our users exchange a certain amount of messages, they collect Louqi tokens that they can then use to unlock additional features like voice notes, good video chats, and profile photos. Our hope is that by that time, our users are able to get to know each other in a deeper level and are starting to build a genuine connection. To talk about our target market, I'll pass it on to Melissa, our Chief Relationship Officer.
Thank you, Anthony. Okay, so for Louqi, our customer target consumer that we want to focus on are individuals in their mid-20s to 30s, also who live in the greater Seattle area. We want to focus on this demographic because we think that a lot of these individuals will be working professionals, they'll be busy, and they could be benefited from an app like Louqi where they can meet new people in a different way. So we have estimated 49,000 of these individuals could be potential users within the Seattle area. And we also think that we have a lot of room to grow when we go nationwide. So we sent a survey out to people within our target market, and we found that 75% of people who use current social networking apps like Tinder and Bumble have found that their conversations have not been very interesting, very low engagement. And then we also asked if our users could rank physical appearance, personality, interests, and values as something that they look for in a potential connection, how they would rate them. And we found that 75% of people value physical appearance the least. So from these numbers, we can see that there's a current lacking with social networking apps right now, and we can also notice that more people are looking for more than just physical appearance when they're trying to make a new connection. When we described what our app was to our survey takers, 95% of people said that they would be interested in using a blind social networking app, and a few people said that our app would create more genuine connections, and it would also be an interesting way to get people to find or match with individuals that they actually like. So currently the market for online dating is increasing. The revenue is going to be from $3.3 billion currently and is projected to increase to $4.8 billion by 2026. Similarly, the number of online dating users is also going to increase from 381 million to 501 million by 2026. And we think that Louqi is a very special app. There's nothing really like it on the market right now, so we can capitalize on those numbers and more. So the competitors of Louqi consist of blind dating apps and also apps like Meetup and Facebook groups where people get together with other groups based on their shared interests. But we think that Louqi is different because we offer the user a way to get platonic and romantic relationships, while Blindly and Blind Me kind of just offer only romantic relationships. And then, unlike Meetup, Louqi wants to zone in on the more individual one-on-one connection instead of getting people to go get themselves out there in a group setting, which can be a little overwhelming for a lot of people. So for our business model, we have two different aspects. The first being business to consumer. We want to use a freemium model, like how Anthony mentioned. You can get Louqi tokens, which will be the in-app currency. So if you want to expedite any of those chat features and like really get to see someone that you're talking to because you feel like you have a connection, you can do so. And then also we want to partner with local restaurants and events. So if you're feeling a connection and you want to meet in person, we might be able to give you a discount at a local restaurant or maybe a discount on concert tickets within the area. So that way we can encourage people to get out and to meet each other. So our go-to-marketing strategy, we want to initially launch within the Seattle area. We're going to use local events and guerrilla marketing to give people live in-person experiences. We also want to market on radio and podcast ads. We think that will align with our brand because we're a company that doesn't really focus on the visuals, and we think that podcast ads will reflect that. We also want to support these types of marketing strategies with a very focused social media marketing. Our goal is to have very effective marketing on a very low budget. So to talk to us about our company financials, we have Sanjana, who is our Chief Technology Officer.
Thank you, Melissa. When I talked to our CFO about the gamification model and how to monetize it, the answer was microtransactions. Used by most gaming platforms, we believe that microtransactions are the future. Our users get to pay small amounts of $2.99, $4.99, or $5.99 to unlock these different levels. We also offer an alternative where they can exchange a certain number of texts to unlock these features for free, furthering our mission to facilitate more meaningful conversations. If our users wish to meet up, they can do so by our collaboration with the local businesses. And that's why we believe that our ad space is a perfect location to promote the businesses that we partner with. From our two sources of revenue, we expect to get $25 per user per year from our token sales, and an ad cost per mil, which means the cost that a business pays us per 1,000 views of our advertisements on our ad space. We expect to receive an active user base of 50,000 from year 1 to year 2, and we expect to turn profitable from year 3 to year 4 as we expand to nearby cities with our expectant marketing campaign. We're asking for $500,000 as our initial investment to support our engineers to build and maintain our app. Louqi is a unique platform that facilitates meaningful conversations, and reinvents the relationship building process. Visit our website at louqiseattle.com to sign up for the beta version right now. And thank you for your time. Can you hear me? Yes, great. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I know it's a lot of energy doing this. And this is kind of, I feel like, coming off the heels of Love is Blind, the Netflix show, right? So I've been dating, I haven't dated in 15 years, I've been married, so I'm sure the app market is very interesting in that. But what do you see as far as getting traction here in the area, and also you have competitors. So you did kind of talk a little bit about differentiation with how you would be able to market yourselves, but I'd like to see a little bit more of how you would differentiate to kind of get into the market there.
Okay, so there are other like blind dating apps out there right now, Blindly and Blind Me. Kind of, they have the same idea where users will talk to each other and then a picture will show. But I think what we want to do is a little bit different because we have different levels. So you have to work a little bit harder. You can't just like message like 3 or 4 times to get a picture. We wanted to make it fun, but we also know that we can't take visible appearance out of the equation. So I think being able to work towards getting to see someone, but actually getting to know them will hopefully make people feel like they're getting to know each other without just like judging you right off the bat. And then also, there's also Facebook groups and Meetup, and I think that Louqi's different than that because we're definitely focusing on the one-on-one connections. We're not trying to like have people meet up in a big group setting because I know that's very scary for some people, and also COVID, is here and there sometimes. So I think that's what separates us from the market right now.
So I have 2 questions. First of all, I love that you are speaking to the part within each of us that craves authentic and more meaningful connection. So bravo for that. So my 2 questions. Question 1 is, do you have a clear sense of whether you're oriented more toward helping people make friends or pursue romantic possibilities? And then secondly, one of the things that I think we know is a bit of a truth for us as humans is that we're pretty impatient. And so my question is, how do you keep people within the app progressing through the levels of monetization when an impatient person might be like, and here's my number, text me?
Yeah, for sure. To answer your first question, so last row. Sorry, could you repeat the first question?
Friends?
Okay, friends. Okay. So our foundation is actually friendship because we believe that when you're making friends, you don't have to see what the other person looks like because it's all about common interests. And it's like we believe that friendship is the foundation of romantic relationships. And if you want to go there, then that's great. But it's like we are all about connections. It doesn't have to be romantic. We want everyone to start with friendship. And to answer your second question, that's why we have the microtransactions. And if you want to buy Louqi tokens, then you can buy those tokens in order to unlock those additional features like the profile photo. And then what will get our users back is that because schedules like adulting, right? And schedules is different. And while that's maybe fine with one friend, it doesn't mean that all your schedules always match. So you're probably gonna want to come back because of the type of conversations and the quality of connections you're having in the app. Yeah. So we're definitely focused on conversations and connections.
The other question was on how do you keep impatient people from?
So we've actually thought about that. People have asked us that question before. We're thinking of maybe some type of censoring algorithm. If you put 10 digits together, then it won't let you do it. Or if you have an app with an Instagram handle, it won't let you send a message. We definitely want to facilitate people meeting and talking on the app. And then if they want to meet in person, then maybe they could meet in person and then exchange that information after they've already gone through our conversation process.
What made you choose your target customer? How did you arrive at that when you think about the pool of people who may be looking for connections?
So our target customer were people in their 20s to 30s, so I think people in their 20s and 30s downloading another app is not a very big change out of their normal lives. I think they would be very open to it. I think a lot of people are looking for new types of apps, and I think that our app would offer them a new way to meet new people.
Are you going to do anything to authenticate stated user interests? And what about content moderation?
That was very clever. Good job.